We should go live.
Oh, yeah. Gotta send out the tweet.
Hmm.
Ready? All right. Hello and welcome to Talking Simulator. I'm Corey.
I'm Cameron.
And this is Talking Simulator, as stated.
Hello. All right. What happened last time?
We started a dance club.
Mm-hmm.
Did some research on the giant hole of noiselessness, the swallow, the suck hole, the mother. And we attempted to not say something very bad to our husband. And
Failed.
Failed. So we paved that.
Yep.
Just ejected. Just got right out of there.
Never happened.
Never happened.
Never happened.
So last week didn't happen, and we're doing it again.
And I came in on my evening off to play back through from our previous save to where we are now, which is just before the dance battle.
That sounds ideal.
Although I also haven't done the karaoke in this one yet. So we can take another swing and a miss at that.
Gonna do it up sad style.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll cry with a lot of snot again while we do our karaoke.
Always fun to see.
Hmm.
All right.
All right.
All right. Oh.
I'm using the stream deck.
Yeah.
Let's see. I believe it... There we go.
Yeah.
No, wait, hold on. Here, I think this is the one. Okay.
Yep. Found the beat. Yep.
Did we... Wait, no, is this the wrong one?
Find speed and sniff it. We did the hardcore.
Oh, made Van X jam harder.
Yep.
We've solved the egghead puzzle.
Yep. Started a nightclub.
Yep. Okay. I think we're prepared to do battle.
Right.
Oh, wait. Okay. We need to put on our dancing clothes. So
is it
this
composure?
Is it composure? All right.
Or is it like savoir-faire?
We want... I think it's composure. So let's get ready to do battle on the dance floor. Do we have any other composure clothes? Is it just the shoes? Nope, the itchy pants hammer our composure. I like the rhythm guitar here. Sounds a lot like Arcade Fire. Ba-dum. And then the test to get Kim to join us is a authority.
Yes.
So copwear?
Yeah. Jacket that we're wearing?
Possibly.
-1 authority. Oh, it's from something. The glasses. The glasses are
embarrassing.
ruining our chances with Kim.
All right. Steady. Maybe if we look at everything again.
Maybe this time.
Maybe.
This time it'll be perfect.
It will. And we'll do everything right. And nobody will be mad at us. Which is really all I'm looking to do to get through the day. No, this is everything.
All
this
right.
is we're at maximum right now.
Sweet.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
We do battle.
Well.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Guess we have to level up.
All right.
Composure?
Oh, yes. Sorry, composure.
Yeah. Woo. Close one. Whoa.
Ooh.
Ah.
Ooh, the magnesium-based
We
light
can make
form.
it sideways. Yes.
Let's get magged. Contact microphones.
Oh, hey, man. It's
I like
good to
how
see you.
Andre has no idea how to dance.
Till we show him the correct way.
Total darkness. You sink down the darkest fathoms of your own personal deep. Vertebrate by vertebrate. Through the unformed skulls of your mind.
All right, we meet a new friend.
Here it will begin.
Where'd the church go?
Fucking cares?
Good point. Please, God, just let me dance.
God,
God.
where is your God?
She's not here.
Don't worry. The music's still there. It's you who is gone. Nothing. Just the immaculate silence of your spinal fluid. Electrified.
Never really considered what spinal fluid sounds like.
I imagine sloshing?
Yeah, it's like squishy, like everything else that's on the inside.
Oh,
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every vertebrae in your spine is an unformed skull ready to pop up and replace the old one. Like shark teeth. The one you're currently in has a little brain forming in it, waiting for its turn.
I like how spinal cord sounds like it's just swallowed an entire hot pocket.
It's just talking around it.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, and just flexes. And the only sound you hear is the sound of like a distant splashing noise as it touches down, and the flex in his gamer chair.
To rule the world.
Ooh.
There was some spittle on that one.
Yes, it's all true. In the spinal cord.
What do you want?
What I can see, it's about to bust a move.
Take us away, spinal cord.
All right.
Foolhardy, do you even know what's happening on the surface? Maybe 1,000 years have passed. Or maybe you started spazzing out like 2 seconds ago.
Spinal cord has a conspiracy blog.
I agreed so hard I almost swallowed a lemon candy.
Oh no! They do smell good.
Hmm?
Oh, please, thank you.
With your eyes still closed, the first thing you feel all the way back in the pivoting darkness of your own torso is warmth. You have become a triumph of rhythmoplastics. Somewhere in a smelly wooden church on the coast of Revachol, the wounds from the war you've waged on your body are healing, twist by twist, turn by turn. Open your eyes and dance like you've never danced before. Yes. You have become a flawless, interlocking mechanism of flesh and bone approximation of the throb coming from the speaker setup of the one called Eggheads. Entirely, rigidly imbecilic, without pity or fear. We are doing battle on the dance floor. Free from self-awareness, no deliberation, only, and I mean only, execution. Oh my god. The Speed Freak's would-be leader stands slack-jawed in disbelief at the hardcoreness on display. He whispers to himself, "No way. This is really happening." With his reel-to-reel mixer blasting the anthem of a future that will never come, the young man observes your move for a second, then blasts into the same hideous pattern, yelling, "Ah!" He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into the corner and explodes into dance. What he lacks in sharpness, he more than makes up for in violent enthusiasm.
Yes!
What are you doing? The young woman lifts her headphones up slightly and raises her chin, looking at you expectantly. She cuts in before you can repeat her question. "Estelle, aren't you going to dance?" She turns to Suna, then back to you, then briskly shakes her head and puts her headphones back on. "No, recording." The lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance before turning her attention back to her own work. She's still at her mainframe pressing buttons, reading printouts, but she's started nodding her head along to the music. I'll take it. Dance! It's the law! The young man immediately bounces up and down, then assumes the same dancing pattern, embellishing it with some sort of waving motion.
Okay.
The authority of the law is clearly unquestionable. Kim, get in here! What's going on here? The lieutenant looks at you and the speed freaks grinding around in the church, a group of unhinged lunatics. Delinquents, he grumbles. I said, get in here and dance! The lieutenant squeezes the bridge of his nose. The lights reflect off his glasses, giving him the appearance of a surgeon in the middle of a tense procedure. He's having trouble adjusting to the new reality before him. What's happening? The lieutenant is forced to yell over the futuristic music blasting from the speakers. I'm not doing anything. The music made up its mind a long time ago. I'm just implementing. Good for you, he looks around the church hall. Rock on, then. I called you. We ain't going anywhere before we tear shit up.
All right.
All right.
I'm so afraid.
I'm so afraid too. Yeah! Lieutenant, I'm only gonna pull rank on you one time, and that time is now! Are you kidding me? I assure you I am not kidding you.
Your groove on!
I said, get your goddamn groove on, boogie woogie. Sheesh, okay. He backs up with his hands raised in the air, observing the crisscross of your feet. Okay, you psychopath. He adjusts his spectacles and pops his collar as high as it will go. I see what you're doing there. It's jacked up footwork plus some... Is that Ubi folk dancing? Nah, it's not Ubi folk, it's hardcore. Yeah, Lieutenant snorts. Whatever. You talk big, Lieutenant. Let's see some moves. Oh yeah, I did 15 years in the juvenile crime unit. I can do age inappropriate. Now check this shit out. Did you see the video that was going around the other day of a kid just doing incredibly smooth, like, pop and lock, and the animator who retweeted it?
It was like, if I animated this, I would be fired.
Yeah. The lieutenant begins to heel kick the church floor with such intensity it's reasonable to fear he'll kick a hole right through it, causing the floor to crack and the pillars to collapse, bringing the church roof down on you all. It doesn't look like you give a shit either. Anything more I can do? Let's take it to the limit. The dynamic motion of your flailing body is bordering on the extreme. You're going off the charts. You feel as if turning on the hyperdrive will be a point of no return. Feels almost melancholy. Are you sure you have the entire posse along for this? Together! Where are you? Here we go again. Hardcore fills the air. The sound above my hair. The what now? The what now? Lieutenant suddenly stops. The sound above your what? Above my hair, man. Okay, this is too imbecilic, excuse me.
Yep.
Battle stations on the coast of Martinez Inlet in a small weather-beaten stave church built 380 years ago by settlers from the Occident, most likely to guard against an anomaly at its center. An officer of the RCM is contorting his body into idiotically rigid shapes as he invents the future of dance music. It's the hardest anyone has ever danced. What is the strange feeling I keep having, this cold? Even now, I am La Revacholière. I am the city. What do you mean you are the city? I am a fragment of the world spirit, the genius loci of Revachol. I feel like this should be like a booming voice that's just
Yeah.
entering you through the back of your neck.
This is like Discworld's death. Like just that all caps, permeating, deep booming, I am a fragment of the world spirit.
It's speaking to you by making your lungs oscillate, just with pressure waves. This is a voice you hear in the fluctuations of your heartbeat. My heart is the wind corridor, the bottom of my air is red. I have 100,000 luminous arms. Come morning, I carry industrial dust. Ooh, candy. Industrial dust and let it settle on tree leaves. I shake the dust from those leaves and onto your coat. I've seen you. I've seen you. I've seen you with her, and I've seen you without her. I've seen you on the crescent of the hill. How are you talking to me? The modulations of my voice are noted down with thermometers and barometers. You feel me in your nostrils, on the little hairs on the back of your neck. Am I a prophet? I also reside in your lungs and vestigial organs everywhere there is space. But who am I? Why are you talking to me? You are an officer of the citizens' militia, agent en rebus. Agent en rebus? Rebus? When you wear your coat, you wear my soul. Ooh. You move through my streets freely in motor carriages and on foot. You have access to the hidden places. You also circulate among those who are hidden. I need you. You can keep me on this earth. Be vigilant. I love you. Goodbye, Candy. I love you. Oh my god. We engaged hyperdrive. Oh no. It's okay, Kim. You don't have to check on us or anything.
We're just having a conversation with the city. It's fine.
Oh no, wait. He put us into the recovery position.
Or we're a pro and we did it ourselves.
Yeah.
Like
feel
Kuno's dad.
Yeah. I feel like we would have just like collapsed automatically into the recovery position. An officer of the RCM is lying on the floor of a small church with his eyes rolled back and his tongue lolling out. Several others are standing around him. He slowly comes to. Had a good rest. Had a good rest there. I spoke to the city of Ravishal. Fuck yeah! I bet you did. Those were some advanced moves, man. Man. That's all great, but we should really get going. We've spent enough time doing aerobic exercise for today. You might be imagining it, but it feels like Egghead turned the volume down. Such is his respect.
But it was glued.
It was. Yeah, he hot glued all his...
Yeah.
Maybe we've just suffered advanced hearing damage. Man, now, the would-be leader stutters with excitement. Now imagine if we could do that, right? But with like 1,000 people. End of human development, mission complete. Right, ecstatic. All right. You're absolutely beat. Muscles relaxed and feet like noodles underneath. You, what's with your hair? It's to express my individuality. Is that a bald spot? Or is it because you're balding? Or because I'm balding, yes. I want to fuse the remains of my hair together before it leaves me. I want to show my hair. I don't give a fuck how old you think I am. I'm 20. How old are you? How old are you, Andre? Not 20. Is it important to you to be an individual? Of course it is. Otherwise I'd be another poor guy with no education and no money. General issue, man. Now I'm all that, and I have radical spikes. Dope.
All right.
Dope. All right. My work here is done.
Police out.
Got Froggy Visor.
Yep. We need drama, I believe.
Right.
Next.
So that is
Bow tie,
bow tie,
mesh shirt.
mesh shirt.
Yeah.
Do we have a hat? A drama hat?
Drama hat.
Is there anything hammering our drama right now? No. I feel we take off everything that isn't dramatic.
Okay. We're ready.
It's time for war on the dance floor. And by dance floor, I mean the karaoke bar at our hotel cafeteria.
Hostile.
Hostel. It's a pun. Oh, right, yeah, the other crashed motor carriage. Shouldn't you be not playing outside at 8 o'clock at night, children?
I don't think you can go through there, can you?
Duh. And I cannot emphasize this enough. Oh. I'm fine not saving here. Chat, if the limbic system takes it and gets snot all over the microphone again...
Kim's not gonna respect us less if we do bad at karaoke.
Kim liked our performance when we failed.
It's not gonna respect us more if we do well.
Yeah.
Like, whew.
I'm not sure Kim knows music.
He's worked with delinquents before.
He has. Ooh, the Kupre Kanima.
Yep. Oh,
The
distracted by Shiny.
Yep. Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Yes, Kim's motor carriage. Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. Even at a standstill, the unibody Kupri Kanima looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently. That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool. Mm-hmm. Lieutenant smiles ever so slightly. You want to take a closer look?
Oh, yeah.
What's packing there? 130. Mama's serving some serious macaroni. I need to write that one down. Mama's serving some serious I want that tattooed. Like...
Where on your body, though?
Forearm, maybe? So that I can, like... Anytime I'm like, what do I say in this situation? Mama's serving some serious macaroni.
Yeah. Yeah, it's for your own reference.
Yeah. You lost me there. He was looking at you perplexed. 130 kilowatts is a lot of power, Kim. The Kanima is fast, feels right at home on the raised motor track. Hard to find something that could overtake it. Fine machine. Yes. There's gentleness in the lieutenant's voice as his eyes run over the vehicle's contours. An extraordinary machine. It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing in it, flare it up, slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of its visual field a lot. It's a bit girly right now, fit with some proper off-road components. Ever thought about some helium headlights? Actually, I have a pair at home, I just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballasts first.
Let's hang out.
Oh, yeah! Oh god, yeah, please! Maybe. He replies with an apologetic smile and nods. Yes, definitely maybe.
Yeah, I don't think these people are ready for this.
I don't think a true master of karaoke runs anywhere.
Gotta save that air.
Yeah, also.
Drama's,
Intellect.
yes, drama's intellect. Sweet.
Fire!
smoking that entire pack all at once.
I like how he spiked it into the ground right in front of Gart.
Gart will clean it up.
I found a new bird for the whirling in rags. What is this thing? The man takes the stuffed bird. It's no biggie. I just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop. What? The interior decorating kind. He inspects the bird somewhat suspiciously, then mellows. You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird, a competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. He hesitates. So I don't know. Thank you? I'm gonna go with thank you. People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem. I feel good about our work here today, the lieutenant nods. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals. Gart, I'm gonna need to sing karaoke now. No, you don't. It's not happening. He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
Number 2.
Yeah, why do you even have the PA system if no one is going to use it? It's for the... He begins confidently, but then stumbles on his own words. It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the karaoke catastrophe of 44. It's not a prop. It's for your clients. I know it's used. Okay, yes, it's for some clients, he admits reluctantly. All right, fuck me then. Just fuck me. I guess we could throw a tantrum here.
Yep.
I'm a real client. I've paid my bills, and I have the right to use the karaoke machine. Ha. Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen. He's lying. But whatever, you don't really need his lame tracks. It's all right. I have my own song with me. The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown hard. This is the look of a man who's defeated. He knows he's out of excuses. Fine, fine, climb on the stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. He shakes the tape at you. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine. I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to let's do some damage.
Let's get our art degree first.
Ooh. If I know anything, it's that my art degree helps me sing.
Turns out it doesn't.
Trite, contrived, mediocre, milquetoast, amateurish, infantile, cliche and gonorrhea-ridden paean to the conformism, I fucked me, affront to humanity, war crime, should literally be tried for war crimes, resolutely shit, lacking in imagination, uninformed reimagining of limp-wristed, premature, ill-informed attempt at talentless fuckfest, recidivist shit peddler, pedantic, listless, savagely boring, just one repulsive laugh after another.
Yep.
It's a shame we smoked all our cigarettes.
We can find some more on the ground. They're out there everywhere.
Yeah. Ooh, but conceptualization, passives heal +1 morale and give +10 XP. I like it hammers our hand-eye coordination. Just because it's so bad. Everything's terrible.
Everyone else is so bad at art.
Why is everyone else so bad at art? Oh, I don't like anything that hammers our shivers.
It's temporary.
Yeah,
Also, we don't have any skill points right now.
true. Let's solve that problem.
What does the Arno van Eyck thought get us? I think that one looks interesting.
Oh, right.
Yes.
+1 to interfacing. This question won't leave you. Why did the melody line from a broken and discarded tape fit perfectly into a song played by some speed freaks in a frozen tent? Can it be a coincidence? Maybe it's the hand of the man-machine himself in his attempt to craft a perfect song. Maybe Egghead is actually Arno van Eyck in disguise. Egg? I mean, what thoughts do we currently have?
Communism.
Yeah. That damages us. Perception raised to 5. Okay, interesting. Speed gives +1 psi. Also valuable. All endurance white checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Oh, it takes a skill point to forget something?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. All right. Battle stations, everyone. Oh. This feels right. You belong here. Me. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly. So are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Yep.
It's a formidable check. Begin.
Someone dims the light as the music starts. Here we go.
I would often go there, to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Saint-San, though it once was larger. How the real may rest there. Down through the mist there, toward the Seven Sisters, toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there, in that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
Yeah. A lazy applause fills the room. You'll feel your hand shake as awareness of your body returns to you. Thank you, ancient reptilian brain. There's silence now in the deep where the voice came from. It has receded, to return only in dreams and nightmares. This guy really carried you. I'd like to dedicate this song to my partner, Kim Kitsuragi. Lieutenant doesn't say anything but gives you a quick smile before turning away. Good. The cafeteria manager intervenes to cut the moment short. Are we ready? I want to unplug the microphone now. Last words? Thank you, Martinez!
I like that Titus came out to listen to us.
Yeah.
That's good. That feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should put some pants on.
All right, clothing. Let's get back to it.
Let's see, I like having perception just casually present.
Are
there
now
any-
that we've got the art degree, the wall might be easier. So that's conceptualization.
Okay.
Maybe we need to buy more crap.
Maybe. We don't seem to have enough crap. Well, at least I'm gonna put my tie back on.
Conceptualization.
Ah, white satin shirt.
And the jacket, the Samaritan white jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Where we're going, we don't need pants.
Is it the grave? I'm pretty sure they give you pants in the grave.
Oh.
Sumptuous.
Ah.
Froggy hat.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, who's this?
That's the smoker on the balcony.
Oh!
But yeah, we can talk to him, totally.
Oh, okay.
Try to figure out what his deal is.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous. There he is again, the smoker on the balcony, right here in the whirling in rags. Hello. Adjust tie. What is it about?
So different.
Goodbye.
You don't want to just run away. Oh, you want to boost your composure?
Yeah. Excuse me, I need to put on my talking pants. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Pardon me.
Pardon me. Pardon me.
Are green shoes, I think?
Green shoes or composure?
I don't
Oh,
know.
these are plus... I want to say, I would have said these are plus 4s, but they're really more like plus 12s. Where do we get more clothes? I think I've bought everything from
Yeah.
the street. Wait, why do we still have our bottle of meth in hand? Oh, our pants are -1 composure. That's right.
Oh, damn. All right. We're ready.
Hi.
Hello.
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground? Yes, this man is definitely one of the Whoa.
Seen them with my own eyes.
Whoa. The smoker sits up immediately, his eyes wide with amused surprise. A honeyed smile lingers on his lips. Why, yes, I am, officer. Why, do you want to investigate? Yeah, tell me about it. Oh, it's a pleasure group, Sub Rosa pleasure groups, congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night, sometimes even Friday night. But why do you converse? What do you do? Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last things people in Revachol had held on to, the true symbols of security, the meaning of man and woman, mother and father, their marriage. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore.
Does it have anything to do with disco?
Oh yes, we also listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision of a vertiginous, ever-changing society where all there is a razzle-dazzle of gold. We're going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. He wiggles his hand. And with mysteries, of course. The mysteries are also of sexual nature, very esoteric. I do like disco. Well, I do like disco. Maybe I should get into it. You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it. What if I can't remember? What if I can't remember anything about my life apart from the fact that I like disco? Beautiful. The smoker crawls up to you like an animal preparing to jump. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows? Maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed. He circles his hands around you. I have to say that you look like someone who might be a part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look. This is going to be like a 20-hour mind project for me. 20 hours at least. Absolutely wonderful. A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It won't be 20 hours unless you want to enter the heightened realms of the phantasma erotique afterwards. Then it may be 20 hours or more. But that would be on your own time. Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime. Oh, yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building asking questions. What did he look like? Muscular, handsome. He shrugs nonchalantly. Strong, like one of those military types. Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits? Oh, let me think. He turns his eyes upwards in recollection. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. He closes his eyes. No, not vaguely. Scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese. Was he alone? Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece. His earpiece? Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear? What was he saying? Just reporting back whatever I was telling him. What did you tell him? Nothing, but I didn't see anything. And he believed you? Why shouldn't he? Did you tell him about your friend? He takes another drag of a cigarette before knitting his brows. What friend? Your Sunday friend, the witness. No, I don't think it came up. This guy's a very cool customer. Mm-hmm. He just has a way about him. I find it hard to really get a grasp on.
Just gotta
Bye-bye, gendarme.
spend some time on that. To the wall!
To the window!
To the door! And then to the wall!
Maybe I can put on my truly neutral pants.
Yeah. Liberal pants.
Liberal pants. What is the homosexual underground? I love that hyphen, by the way.
Yep.
You see mysterious strangers in the night leaning against unlit doorways, engaged in hushed conversation, a shadowy cabal exchanging looks, whispering in dark alleys and unmarked locales, a radical cell conspiring against the state, and perhaps even against man and woman. Was that a secret handshake? What's going on? Who are these secretive people? How will they accomplish their sinister and world-altering goals? And most importantly, are you one of them? You could be. Maybe you forgot. Let's hang on to our XP point until if we run across something.
Yeah. Something important.
Child, what are you doing out? Oh wait, I should buy the map. I forgot to buy the map.
Ah.
Boop-de-doo. I want this map of Martinez.
Boom. Got 48 monies left. We can buy a board game.
Ooh.
They're on the table.
What do you say, Kim? Do you want to play some Dungeons and or Dragons? Ooh, board game Viral. What do you do with the board game? I guess, play it, but does it have a
The
functioning
We're All
game?
one? The other board game that's on the table you can play with Kim.
Oh, okay. Robritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children. Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family? Do I have friends, Lieutenant? Are you actually friends or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance? Yeah, kids, friends, chicks, I have all those. Then you're a very lucky man, officer. Children are the greatest treasures. She fiddles with her pendant, thinking. For playing with friends, I'd recommend suzerainty. Suzerainty. It's a Persian word, right? Suzerain? I don't know how to pronounce it.
I would expect some more French, but yeah.
Suzerainty. I'm going to pronounce it how it's spelled. Suzerainty.
Yeah, I think it's suzerainty.
Yeah. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization. Not just a clever name then. Then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It costs 12 real. What about Wirel? Lousy auras there, she shudders. No role-playing games are popular amongst those types. You know, who are into those kinds of things? Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts, that they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though. She looks at the table, crossing her arms. Dope.
Yeah. Alright.
Interact.
Alright, we have to interact with the map so that we can use the map.
Ooh. Trace a path through the grid.
Boom.
Ooh. Shivers roll. Your fingers move through the various streets across Rue Saint-Ghislain and Rue de Saint-Cispard, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself. For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal, then the Map tab. Put Map away.
Includes a completely new genocide option.
Oh boy! The cover features a charming illustration depicting a mass of grinning laborers loading goods onto a ship, while a richly dressed administrator oversees the work. Leave it perfect and undisturbed. Good thinking. It could be a collectible someday. Alright, let's go have a look at the wall. What's this? There is something down there. The musty smell of a potato cellar in spring emanates from the air vent. Can we just hulk the vent off?
No.
I guess not.
More dots.
Ooh. Whoa, what do we hear? Bridge? A bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was one. Kim, looks like we've got a construction code violation. Lieutenant looks around. True, they never cleaned up after the war damage. The rest of Revachol looks better, though. But Lieutenant, think about the splinters. The bridge is fine, though. Locals use it all the time, after all. It's nothing to worry about. He adjusts his glasses. Shall we? Whoa. So someone's been a little boring? What? Yes, my standard liege. Someone's been seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown. Look, I'm trying... What is this? Picking on me for not being crazy enough? That's the least of my concerns. No need to be defensive. The regularity, the brownness, the cut and dry have their appeal. A very standard appeal. Kim, am I boring? You? He looks at you. I wouldn't worry about that. See, you're so regular and vinyl brown, he doesn't even want to talk to you about it. Look, I'm trying to do my job here. No need for extravagance. Of course you do you. Let's get right to it. My lord's copo type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax. Wait. This will be my copo type now? Yes, the type of cop you are. Think of it as a caste, a class even. A nation of regular law officials that you belong to. It comes, of course, with the usual benefits. Eat shit, drama. I'm art cop.
Exactly.
Wait, where is my
Bitch.
character thing?
Ah, yes. We've only said 4 boring things.
Yeah. I'm way sorrier. I thought I was an art cop.
Guess we better get some art done.
Let's. Ooh, what's this? Sea breeze carries more than salt. Meat. Not rotten, not fresh. Grilled?
Oh, we can't even...
Can't even see it.
Did we already?
I think we did. And then we asked the graffiti artist, and she told us to piss off.
We can ask her again.
Hello again, officers.
Ah.
To admire my
Conceptualization.
I think we've got the shirt and the jacket on for conceptualization.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, let's try it and then level up if we need to.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Big money.
Oh, that sucks.
Damn it.
No! I need to do some art. You're a real sad sack, you know that? Go ahead then. She drops her paintbrush into the puddle below. Art it up, just try not to hurt yourself, and no self-portraits. Thanks, Cindy. Sure, anytime us shit artists have to help one another. She looks down at the wall and frowns. Besides, I was out of fuel oil anyway. She only gave it to you because she doesn't see you as competition. The right idea is not coming to her. It's excruciating. Ooh. Red dyed heavy fuel oil. Paint and a brush. You're ready to do this.
All right. Yep.
Oh, we should go and use the map on the window
Okay.
to solve that 21% chance.
You think you'll get more options for the wall?
Maybe? I like the 3,500-year-old pictogram of a human being, especially since Cindy said no, no self-portraits. It's just going to be a stick figure, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's leave it for now. We failed miserably at our conceptualization check.
To the window! From the wall. window.
Or wait, we want visual calculus, right, for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
we've got
glasses?
then one of our cop shirts, I want to say.
Yes.
Do we have any other visual calculus? Logic, drama.
Okay.
All right. That's as good as it gets.
Yes.
Extrapolate. You have the map. According to your map of the district, the shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. More precisely, B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, detective. These may be the smaller points. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on. All right, the boardwalk. 700 meters away, the likeliest of these positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training, and that distance the perpetrator would have had to take the wind direction into account. All right, Land's End.
3%.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions, let's say 3%, a truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent? No, too far-fetched. The triple prime, the islet. 1 kilometer away. An unlikely point of origin beyond the docks somewhere, on an islet in the Bay of Martinez, perhaps? There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle. 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme and access to the islets is questionable. Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof in Martinez? From where precisely? Let's say B prime, boardwalk, double B prime, B double prime, Land's End, and B triple prime, the islet. I see you have given this a lot of thought, he remarks, raising an eyebrow. Are you sure the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance? It's okay. Okay, well, we should see if there's a gunshot residue or sniper's nest if we go down the coast. Rule those spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going to go with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling. A simple hypothesis. Okay, we have locations to check.
Yeah. 2 of them we can reach.
Mm-hmm.
Might need to open the door.
Oh. Close the door behind you, Harry. Were you raised in a barn?
We don't know.
We don't. We can't.
It could be true. Just like we could be gay.
Although, like, the evidence is that we weren't raised in a barn since we did, in fact, close the door behind us.
It's true.
Oh. Nope.
Speedrun strats?
Mm-hmm. Boardwalk.
Boardwalk. Yeah. So there's like the northwest path by the church, and then straight west of the church, like
Okay.
past the telephones.
Okay. Ooh. What's the
Orb.
orb? So, northwest from the church, you said? And then, okay, this is the boardwalk, right?
Yeah, there's a stairs up that way. Yeah.
Aha! The electricity flows through the wires with audible power. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable. This tarp will keep out neither rain nor snow nor wind. A coin-operated weighing machine hasn't been used for a decade.
Mega Beano's prescription lenses.
I thought we were wearing our nerd glasses. Oh my god. The hypotenuse of an equilateral triangle is equal to the square of the sum of the square of the surrounding sides. That's a right angle triangle, you idiot. Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad. Ooh, take a closer look. It's streaked with dry seagull shit, entangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket underneath the crust of filth. Please tell me you're not taking that with you. Why not? It's a guano-encrusted jacket, and you're already carrying around enough as is. Well, shouldn't you go to sleep, Kim? Hey, I found money in the trash!
Yay! We need like the chain cutters or something.
Oh,
equipped
okay.
To get in there.
Multi-tool.
Multi-tool. There we go.
We
All
still
sorts
have
of
our
things
meth
there.
bottle.
Open to. That's our hand.
Ooh. Money in the bank. What are you? Ooh, big wine canister. Open and empty. Moonshine probably. Smells like tasty fermentation.
All right. Ugh.
The smell, it's awful and familiar. Wait, hold on. That is awful. What is it? Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency, the faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here. Lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
What could it be?
Careful there. Those floorboards look weak and rotten. A tragedy. The lieutenant looks in the can, eyes watering from the smell. What is he upset about? I guess we missed it.
No? That's
Oh.
what he's upset about.
Working class corpse. A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body is slipped between the cracked boardwalks, starting with the left leg. The fall has broken him, contorted like a sad puppet. The smell is not as bad as a 2 weeks old corpse, but it's definitely heading there. Hold on. Lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. Two bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is, he's been dead for 2 days, no longer. He stands up and shivers as a gust of wind blows through his bomber jacket. We need to investigate. Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now, carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. Must be custom made. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded in two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand. Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done. Study the man himself. The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. On one of his feet is still tangling through the hole. Examine his face. His expression is dull like the sea behind him, drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters, curly hair, stout build, age approximately 50 to 60 years. He was confused when he died. Confused and alone, most likely, overcome with the awful surprise of it all. He was just about to head home. The first step home proved to be his last. Study the surroundings. There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty body lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Examine the man's head. A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound, it's sticky and cold to your touch. This is where he came out of himself, drop by drop when he was unconscious. It took maybe 3-4 minutes. I don't see any other major wounds, do you? Hard to say. Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench. Step on the floorboards. They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was what caused the boardwalk to break. Definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would never have found him. Examine the bottle. A 0.75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside. Tear all around us. He looks at the 2 other bottles forgotten near the coin-operated viewer. Examine the chewing gum wrapper. Rabowski Spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall. Look in. The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum, too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there, solidified on his lower rear teeth. He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, the man shudders from the cold. I've seen it before, almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum, it's always the same. In a ditch off a road below the 881, he thinks, a young father. Then he shakes his head to make the memory stop. The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back. Oh, it's the woman reading the books.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this man? Looks like one of the locals. You'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. He looks south the way you came. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think? This is an omen, a sign from above that you need to stop drinking. He looks like me. I could have ended up just like him, dead on some empty boardwalk with a bottle next to my corpse. Well, at least you're not married. Kim points to the ring on the man's left hand, the flesh around it swollen and gray. Or what if you are? But let's not try to run ahead, for all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk. What do you think happened here? Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk, a truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for the bench, he'd be alive. What about the kebab? What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. He shrugs. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the parks. It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still the question of identifying the body. What should we do with him? From where I stand, I see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report it back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle. Hold on, what about the field autopsy? A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, then this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma and leave it at that. Let's keep this detour as short as possible. The sooner we get back to finding Ruby, the better. Yeah, let's call it in.
Yep.
Good
Do you
call.
want to take the case?
We should finish this.
Yeah.
Alright, we should first examine that library card you found, then we can call the station from Ikanima, let them know we are taking the case. Leave. Let's walk around on this boardwalk a bit.
Yeah.
A coin-operated viewer has been out of order for years. Stop messing with the coin viewer and hold on to something. The wind is so strong. Library card. A library card found from a pocket of the dead man on the Martinez boardwalk. It's still slightly damp to the touch. The cover bears the stamp of the Jamrock Public Library. Library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library card, issued to Billy Mijon. Expires July 53. Isn't it like 2 years ago? Isn't it 55?
It's 51.
51? Oh, okay. Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller, Stand a Little Less Between Me and the Sun. The last one on the list is The Glinting Curve by M. Thibault. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers, too. Look at the backside. If lost, please return to the library. Dial 00502552211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours 9 to 6. Good. He takes a note. If we should give them a call from Ikanima, see if we can learn anything about Billy Mijon. Put it away. And then an item. New postcard. Collectibles.
Would you like to take a break?
We should take a break. Let's take a break.
Let's do that.
All right, we'll see you shortly, chat.
Hey.
We have got this.
We did it.
We did it. We got it.
To the second location?
Yeah. I mean, did we find anything here?
We can wander around a little more.
There does not appear to be any way out from there. The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years. Try to see inside. Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase. There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it, and a small layer of white salt from the sea. Can you make out what's inside? No. He shakes his head. The windows rattle in their frames. I won't even try, you know. He takes his glasses off. I had a partner once. They called him Eyes because he had to show me things. It's that bad. This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name. Don't even ask. He wouldn't answer. Maybe some other small talk?
Can you still shoot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I passed my shooting courses 7 out of 10. Recherche et développement. Felled mural. You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage is peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Felled Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away. Tomorrow is just a whisper away. Looks like tomorrow never came. He raises the collar of his bomber jacket. Above the mural, A collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Felt electrical. How ironic, all these dark rooms. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first. Could Ruby be in here? In there. She could, or, he points behind you, she could be in the identical ruin over there, or in that boat shack, in that church tower maybe.
It's a white check.
Yeah. Nope. Oh, well, it was close-ish. Suddenly all this is quiet. There's no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down or gone behind a corner. You only hear distant waves washing the coast. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb. What was I even trying to do here? Trying to talk to the wind, the city? Whatever you thought would happen did not, and now you're just standing there in the dusk hour with your hands fallen to your side. Prayer of sorts? To Revachol? She could be anywhere. How do we find her? How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. The lieutenant sighs and gets a hold of himself. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. I think there's people west of here. We could ask them. He looks to his right and cups his ears. Indeed. You hear what sounds like two men arguing where the lieutenant is pointing. And then there's the church. He looks to the bell tower. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village. And if that fails, if we don't find her, then if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that. He looks behind him at the dark red box crumbling across the chasm. Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it's already got you.
You can get into these vents.
We can.
Money!
Money! Oh, I thought it was more
No,
math.
it's just nose spray for our allergies. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, until we get some of the ultra, really help all our allergies there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember we saw something about a jacket being stuffed into a tube.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hey, what's going on over here?
Tiny cages.
Maybe we should sleep.
What?
Dead body on the boardwalk.
We could, yeah, when we get back to the car,
Yeah.
radio in for body removal instead of just leaving it there overnight.
Yeah.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
Hey, it's this guy.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officer.
His self-conscious enthusiasm renders your movements ungainly. He looks like your understanding of a scientist.
Is that the police? Why's
Yeah.
the police here?
Gary the crypto-fascist.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
You must be Morel, the
You walked away with the
cryptozoologist. Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn waterlock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
Waterlock's been fixed. It was fine
Oh,
when I
good.
crossed it.
We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary, we can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
He refastens a bit of netting that has come loose in the wind. For all his passion, this man is diligent and patient. You could learn things from him. Have you seen a suspect? I'm afraid not, officer. I've been busy digging around in the reeds for days, looking for signs of insect activity. I'm less interested in mammalian concerns, to be perfectly honest. Lieutenant takes a short note in his notebook, then gestures for you to proceed. Tell me about this phasmid you're looking for? Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it. What makes it so difficult to find? Good question. Being a phasmid on the order of Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter, in this case the reeds. He looks around. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there? And I suspect it may also have developed other specialized techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists in our present case. What sort of specialized technique? It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defenses that allow it to interfere with the animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defenses work, much less how they evolved, without studying a live specimen. Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this phasmid. How big is this phasmid? I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea Juanus, is about the size of a grown man's forearm, so he leaves the conclusion up to you. Seems puny, to be honest. Why are you so interested in this stick bug? It doesn't seem to be as colorful as some of the other cryptids I've heard about. He flashes you a sideways smile. Typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of any cryptozoologist's career, but to study it and its defenses, find out how it stayed hidden for so long. He shakes his head. So what have you found out so far? Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third hand accounts. So no one's ever found one? Not yet. He holds up an index finger. That's what makes it a cryptid. Lieutenant interjects. Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real? I know it's real, the cryptozoologist says, brusquely enough that even he seems taken back by it. By which I mean, he says, gathering himself, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition. What would it be like to grasp and hold on to something you think is next to you, or just behind you, like a trace of vapor you exhaled one spring morning as a child? This is what he's searching for, a specter. What makes you think it's here in Martinez? There was a credible sighting here recently. A pair of teenagers described a creature that matched the Insulindian phasmid to an uncanny degree, despite not knowing what it was themselves. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore. Maybe it has died off. The cryptozoologist shakes his head vigorously. I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis. Yes, the females don't need males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive in adverse conditions. This arouses no special feel. That's pretty clever. Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I try my best to remain dispassionate. There's nothing dispassionate about the way he talks about the insect. Tell me more about these traps. Well, he points to the cage of mesh and wiring on the ground. They may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick. Lena designed the traps? Yes, he says with some pride. How do they work? Simple. Attracted by the locust, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can't get back out. At least that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution. We don't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton. What are you using as bait? Locusts, he gestures toward the trap. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course, but we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects. Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. What will you do if they don't work? They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which used plants. We've given this some thought. Lena seems eager for you to return. And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you, but I can't leave before we finish with these traps. He looks south where Lena would be. My wife understands that just as well as anyone. Come on, Morel. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back. And leave the traps? Absolutely not, he yells in response. I won't let Lena down. Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch neat reed crabs if we don't dry out soon. Won't let Lena down? Sounds like the cryptozoologist's wife shares a special connection to the Phasmid somehow. I didn't know the Phasmid was so important to Lena. Of course it's important to her. She's seen it, a verified sighting on record, one of only 4 this century, and it's hers. Really? Yes, that's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine. He coughs and continues. Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious Phasmidoid. Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian Phasmid together. I can't abandon course now. Another cough into his fist. I don't give up on things either. Good. A good quality to have, both for a police officer and an experimental zoologist. What if we check the traps for you? Mm-hmm. He looks at you with obvious surprise. I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer. Chaos is my method. I am its scion. Well, he doesn't know what to say. Be that as it may, I'd really appreciate the help. What do I do if there's a Phasmid in one of the traps? Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap closed tight. What if I encounter the Phasmid in the wild? That's highly unlikely, officer, but in the event you do, he takes a small white spray can. I'll spray it with pheromone mixture spray it I developed. It's made of musk and research chemicals. And sea greens.
Plankton.
The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week. Lay it on me. He douses you with the odd-smelling spray and then gives you a satisfied nod. Lieutenant wrinkles his nose. I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water. It is precious. Not a single dose. That single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research. He looks at the lieutenant with disdain, then puts the spray back in his pocket.
Where are the traps?
Where are the traps? There are 4 in total. One is to the south on this little peninsula by the boathouses there. He points south. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there on our way to the old radio tower after the church. The third is set near the canal where you crossed by a concrete slab, a big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them, he gestures to the trap in front of him. You should check at least one of these before returning to this one, since I just set it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry. That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this extracurricular venture? Maybe it's hiding out in the reeds. The man surveys the cold coast. I have a feeling the only people foolish enough to spend their time skulking among the reeds are those poor fools and us. But fine, it's not like we're drowning in leads. Let's go. Right, which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling. Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's clear that these men are exhausted and in need of assistance. Finally, someone's talking sense. Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it. If there's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital on the hunt?
You can talk to Gary as well.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Gary. Very generous of you to help us out, officer. Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook. Yellow man, that sounds awfully familiar. Something to keep in mind for later.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Not a fan of the great outdoors?
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Degenerates?
Oh, I didn't mean it in any scientific way.
Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one is. Is this your mug? My mug? Why would you think that? You said yellow man. That's not something many people go around saying. Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course, no offense meant to anyone. Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have it. I am very sorry, officer. He pauses. Not going to find me, are you?
Yes.
I am. For 100 real. He accepts the slip of copy paper with a bow. Okay, I deserve that and I won't do it again. You have my word. I don't know what got into me, stuffing my garbage into another man's property. I've been having trouble at work lately. The Koikos are price dumping us out of competition. What did you do, Gary? Nothing. Just answering some questions, helping out the law. How'd you get into the trash container? I know a guy who works for the trash collection services, CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers in Martinez. Why would you need to get into everyone's trash? So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff, he says, bowing shamefully like a fallen knight. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell, and damn Himians run it like a mob. Oh, dude. I don't even know what that means.
I know, right?
I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself. Disgraced? Lieutenant raises his eyebrows and looks up. No need for histrionics, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container. He studies the reaction. Gary doesn't answer. Gary, did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the whirling in rags, into that trash container? Officer, please, he raises both hands. Let me explain. It's not like that. I was only cleaning up. I live right across the front yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around him in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know? Yes. What happened? Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash along with a broken mug. Admittedly, he changes his mind mid-sentence. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too. Right, it was just civic duty, Lieutenant remarks drolly. Exactly what it was. Civic duty. As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across hardwood floor. You've heard the sound before, but where? You wouldn't know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you? Armor? No. He changes his mind. I mean, yes, of course, I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it. There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely after this topic is concluded. It's a strange sound. What sound? That clinking I heard when he moved. Really? He fans his arms out slowly this time. His motions are soundless. There's a lot of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash, could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby. The sound you heard was not the sound of something easily abandoned. You were surprised to see my colleague, Kitsuragi? Not many Sealites here or anywhere other than Seol. I meant no offense, truly. Do you remember how when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be the really good one? Yeah. Well, he gestured toward Gary as though he were presenting a work of art. This is that racist. Oh, yes, our lucky racist. Hey, man, he blushes. All I meant was there are not many Sealites around. I'm just stating a fact. Lieutenant is a native of Ravishal. Do you have a problem with Sealites? No problem at all. He flashed an impenetrable smile at Kim. Do you know anything about the Hanged Man? I told you everything I know. Sir, I'm truly sorry for that mug, but I have nothing to do with that. He shifts uncomfortably in his clothes. He's not feeling too comfortable in his own skin. Odd, I say. Are you a cryptozoologist too? No, I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some nice things along the way, but I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own. Will he still be around?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's compose ourselves.
Yeah. If we walk away to go examine some traps, they'll go, but they go to the Whirling.
Okay.
I don't know if you can call him out at the Whirling. I've never done that, but I assume you can.
-1 composure. No, we're at maximum composure.
I thought the white jacket gave us.
Does it?
Where is it?
Where? Oh, there it is.
Oh no, that's conceptualization. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're green shoes and non-itchy pants. Yeah.
Yeah. Welp.
All right.
All right.
Giving it a go.
Always a pleasure to see an officers.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath. Something worn underneath it? Yeah, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls, or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives. I see you're a connoisseur of high-quality combat gear. He freezes, then sighs heavily. I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. He unbuttons the shirt. You see gleaming white ceramic shine underneath. A thin layer of interlocking plates covers his gaunt torso. I was ashamed of what I did, and I didn't want you to know. This shame is surprisingly sincere. Gary, what's going on? Later, Morel. I've got apologizing to do. No, you've got explaining to do. Lieutenant's tone is icy. All right. Fork over the armor. Why did you really put those clothes in the trash? Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it, and they scattered the clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling. He looks at his feet. So I went there to take out my trash and started cleaning up all those rags on the ground, and him swinging up there, and he swallows. I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left, so I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I would have... His lips start quivering. Fuck. It's okay, the lieutenant jets something down in his notebook. It was a loose end, and you're tying it up now. I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man, he says silently. Sea Light officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when... He shakes his head. It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic apology. His face does not belie emotions. Why did you lie to me, Gary? Because I was weak, he says, staring at nothing in particular. I should have told you the moment I saw you, but... The hell, Gary? You in trouble? I'll explain later. He doesn't muster up the strength to yell. Do you know who killed the hanged man? I always thought it was the Union. Some Union hardasses lynched him because of the strike, but almost everyone in town knows that. I wish I could tell you more. He shakes his head. Are we done here, Gary? Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again. He looks around, relieved of some of the burden, his mouth still quivering. Now, fuck along now. Ooh.
We got a new shirt.
Yay.
Yay.
Ooh. -1 empathy. The vitreous enamel cuirass fits snugly and redistributes kinetic energy across its countless white plates. Amazingly, it fits under your coat, and it also makes pretty porcelain sounds when shaken. Ooh, 2 pieces of armor.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we don't have the pants. Alas.
Yeah, there's no getting those now.
No. They're in lockup. Ooh, thingy. Patch of reeds over here is a great place to hide something, kind of out of the way. What is this about? You don't have a reason to yet. Thanks, Inland Empire.
Very helpful.
Maybe we should call it a night.
We can check the traps.
Okay.
There's one down left.
Okay. Further
yeah,
down?
Yeah.
Ah.
And you'll probably want to, like, highlight to see it. There it is.
Ah. Wait, there's also another box over here.
Aha! Money? Money!
Money!
Drugs. Glasses.
Ooh. There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel said before. Same mesh, said wiring. Look around. Behind you, a ruined residential building looms over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. They rustle confidentially, in tune with the pitter-patter of the rain. Reach for the trap? Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them. Big surprise. The lieutenant grins mirthlessly. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go. Ooh. A hole.
Ah.
Oh my. What dis? A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other. Why this many bullet holes? Firing squad. A row of ghostly shades stands facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet, no sound, no movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by, the coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. Droplets of rain fall on the wooden planks, the surrounding sand dunes. The clouds block out any rays of light. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains. What is this? The abundance of bullet holes leads to 2 options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscious round where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a massive execution with everyone armed. A host of men probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them. Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched who tried to rise against the horrors of the world. Look at the line of the soldiers. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air, the light of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face. Who was in this execution? At first, the lieutenant doesn't say a word, he just stares at the wall. I don't know, he says finally. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by coalition forces. It could even have been the employees of the Felt R&D Center down the road as their building was taken over by the revolutionaries. Or maybe, what about people from the coalition, the so-called moralists? Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was the commandant, the superior giving the orders. Entrée interdite. Ticket booth no longer in operation.
What's in the pallets?
Money!
Money!
Always more money. Ooh. Drugs?
Booze!
Drugs.
1 booze, please.
And money.
Money!
Money in the bank.
Burning a hole in our pocket.
What this?
Hat!
Oh my god. Yeah. The small wire framing inside this futuristic-looking fallen peepo hat gives it the aerodynamic shape of a swoop skier's helmet, but none of its protective qualities. Covers the wearer's ears and eyebrows to bring down the drag coefficient.
Yes.
Froggy hat.
So one of the other traps is up there.
Okay.
Land's End.
And we're like, we've come
We're
down here,
left,
right?
Yeah. We're actually on that little area.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go to Land's End then.
Yeah.
After clicking on this,
Oh, man.
physical instrument. There's no way the perp is here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed. Can I get in, though? Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit. Have some points. It's lonely and cold without points. And dangerous. Dangerous, too.
Okay, go back around.
Nope.
Yeah. It's a long walk. You can check the trap that Morel was
Oh, okay.
poking at.
No. Wait, we didn't get the key from
Key?
Gary. He said he had a skeleton key.
He said he had a key to all the trash.
Oh, okay.
We don't need it.
Okay.
Whatever he's got, we got better. We're pro cops.
We are. Alright, show some hustle, Lieutenant.
Yeah, we actually want to go to the right.
Okay.
Yeah, that way.
Alrighty. Thing.
What's this? Money!
Money! Is there a finite amount of money in the game?
Darned if I know.
Hmm.
I think it randomly spawns some stuff, too.
Okay.
Randomly in certain areas. You'll also see, like, the models for money and stuff floating around, but not be able to actually interact with them.
What this? It's military, a service depot of some sort. The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. Lieutenant looks at the hunching concrete toad in front of him. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it. Could this structure have been used to take the shot? From here to the whirling? I can't see how. The church is in the way. Interfacing.
Yeah. Big gloves.
Big gloves. I think the big gloves are our only interfacing thing.
Yes, I think so. And nothing is minusing or interfacing?
I say thee nay. Oh.
Different gloves.
Different gloves.
Yeah.
Alas. Ooh. Maybe if we use multi-tool.
I don't think the tools actually affect your checks. Unless they're... Yeah.
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut. How do we get in there? We don't get in there. Come on, we got into the light-bending guy's container. You saying we can't get in here? Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door. What kind of game is this? Fake video game. No, we've gotten to every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's part of our MO. That's who I am. Who we are. Yeah, I understand you. I like opening doors as much as the next guy, but this one is simply beyond repair and we don't have the resources needed to open it. Relax, no one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus, they can't get in. He looks at the door with a rueful smile. At least you can think about opening it. about doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful will come from this. New thought.
One more door.
God damn it, it cannot be. A disgrace. That door on the coast. You remember that one, right? The one that leads to the abandoned supply depot? Why, in the name of all that's holy, does it not open? Why? There has to be a way to get through that unopenable door. By gods, you're the police. All doors are supposed to open before you. What will the others at the precinct think if you can't open a goddamn door? There must be a way.
I say we internalize that.
Mm.
One of our... Yes.
45 minutes, huh? That ain't nothing.
Yeah. So I actually save scummed that door.
Oh, really?
Until I got a double 6 and it did not open.
Oh, well, that's good to... The white polo shirt saps our empathy. Light.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps from some manner of lighthouse.
Wah.
Hmm.
It took me 32 tries to get a double 6 on that door.
That's about right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you beat the odds. 1 in 36.
Uh-huh. That's why I kept a tally, because I was like, okay, come on. I'll give it 36 goes. This...
Yeah. What did it tell you? Like, what did success look like?
Just nothing, just didn't open. Basically the same thing.
Brand Teomuturi. You take mental note. Teomutiri. I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freitor. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. He looks east over the coast, in the whirling in rags. Maybe they climb the comms tower? It's not possible to climb that tower, and even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from. The lieutenant looks up, raising his collar. What about the cigarette butts? Those? He points to them. A smoking assailant who favors Teomutiri to the Astro Druid? Cigarette butts are everywhere. This is a common brand for old men. Still, you felt it was important enough to make a mental note. That means something. You didn't pay attention to any of the other cigarette butts on the coast. What about the campfire? To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps, but anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out B double prime, was it? There, 1.2 kilometers over the wave-crossed bay, through heavy, dark gray curtains of rain, you see the smallest rectangle barely visible. It's late. There is no light on the 3rd floor of the Whirling in Rags. No shape moves behind it. Claudia must be out on the town. Yeah, but is there any cash out here?
Scarf?
Scented scarf. The light springtime scarf smells like men's cologne mixed with cheap laundry detergent. Someone must have left it behind, probably from a date. Wear it if you want to delude yourself that spring has arrived. Ooh, but it gives +1 to shivers. The shirt looks worn and smells a bit. You can't help but wonder who would leave it behind stuffed in a tear container. What kind of man would even wear a polo shirt? This might be one of life's mysteries that will never be solved. Good point. boardwalk for bullet traces? I thought we did do the boardwalk.
We went up there, but I think we have to wander around maybe after the dead body's removed.
Oh, okay.
I think it is down that end.
Okay.
And you kind of have to, like, trigger a perception orb.
Gotcha. That's why we wear froggy hat.
Yeah. Big boots would give us more perception, too.
True.
There we go. Now we can see everything forever.
Because we're very high.
Mm-hmm. So tall.
Very tall. Hey, Kim, I want to take the shit-covered coat. Could you go to bed? Alright, let's call it in. Ooh, blue.
It means our multi-tool is opening this box for us. Ah! Drugs!
Delicious. Wait, what is... A primer for small kids. Let's steal their book.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
What? Everything that's out in the world is for taking.
It's for us. A textbook for the first grade in primary school. On the cover is a humanoid bear is pushing a wheelbarrow full of letters. He's not doing a good job. The letter S is dangerously dangling from the cart, while E fell off a long time ago. Children should pay more attention. You hold in your hand the colorful primer. The title reads, A Primer for Small Kids. There's a bear involved. Exactly what I need. Mm-hmm. This book will show you the score, get you oriented with those basic concepts you appear to be hazy on. The anthropomorphic bear will give you the lowdown of your life. On what? The alphabet. Every page has one word designating one letter of the alphabet, with a faded illustration. Most of them are scientific and cultural principles. It goes as follows. Let's do this. A is for azimuth. B is for Boreas. C is for cosine. D is for diamant. E is for ellipse. F is for phlogiston. G is for gamut. H is for homeboy. I is for icon. J is for Dura. K is for collapse. L is for laudanum. M is for myriad. N is for nadir. O is for oriole. P is for perihelion. Yeah! Q is for quasar. R is for rhododendron. S is for sinus. T is for tricolor. U is for ultra. V is for vector. W is for warhide. X is for xylophone. Y is for istava. Z is for zenith. That's it? That's it. You know the alphabet now. In what is called the IL, the international language, developed by scientists from Grad in the 20s, sinus means sign, for example. Kim? I know the alphabet now. Good. I also know the alphabet. It is a very useful skill to have, he thinks, for all sorts of life activities, like reading and other things. We stole those children's textbook.
Now we know the alphabet.
It's not like they were using it to learn the alphabet.
Heck no.
They probably already know the alphabet.
They were just playing with rocks. Wasting time.
Hogging their alphabet book.
Bet they weren't even hustling for money.
The kids were actually just being selfish. You know?
Yeah.
No one else is going to say it, but I'm not afraid to say it. Those kids were being selfish.
The other trap is like up there.
Ah.
There you go.
Yeah.
One more trap.
Look around. Constant dizzy song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow, and there's that cold again, always the cold. Light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. No locusts. No phasmid either, but still, it's empty! Your voice echoes on the coast, carried by the gust of cold wind. Lieutenant studies the trap with you. Well, the bait worked on some things. Doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap. The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others, like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground. I do get the feeling that someone may have messed with the trap. He purses his lips. Perhaps our cryptozoologists have a competition in the form of an actual entomologist or someone else who's sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case, which I am not. What if it was the phasmid? What if it ate them and got out? Right. It does not look like he thinks you're right. Anyway, that's for the cryptozoologists to figure out now, he adds, for clarity. We're not cryptozoologists, we're cops.
Just tell yourself that, Kim. Yep.
You gotta aim for the sky, Kim. A cold gust of air dries your sweaty face, and you look to the dark shadow of the Feld building in the distance, drawing you to it. What a strange sensation. Once this is done, you should ask the wind again. Alright, let's call in the corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh, we could probably also like go into the whirling and tell Morel that bugs are missing.
Good point.
Then we don't have to make multiple trips.
We don't. That's efficiency.
Uh-huh.
Alice, this is Firewalker. I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk. One moment. Can you please describe the body, age, sex, cause of death? Identified middle-aged man. Height 170 to 175 centimeters, dark hair, medium build. Looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk, and hit his head against the metal bench. We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him and traces of vomit on his shirt. Any signs of violence? No, it seems like it was an accident. No field autopsy necessary, she repeats. You hear her quickly typing in the background. What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes? He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pockets. It's from Central Jamrock Public Library. It belongs to someone named Billy Mejon. Good, you have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the course, or should I assign it to someone else? We're taking the case. I've assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
They close at 6.
Oh, yeah. Sylvie was the
waitress
that quit. It's awfully late at night.
We can talk to the 41st if we just want to harass them.
Nah, let's leave him alone. 57th over and out. Wait, did we level up off of using the child's book?
Yeah.
Let that be a lesson to you, chat. I got nothing. Oof. Where'd they go?
Damn it! Even Lena's not here. They've gone to bed.
Ugh.
Alright. Back to our shack. Unless you want to pay Gart
No.
our hard-earned cash.
I would rather walk the 1.2 kilometers and sleep in a hut.
We can, what is word? Fake signature on documents.
Oh, and mail it.
And, well, that's the mailbox right there. We have to mail it, but we have to do it away from where Everart's spies can see us.
Oh, I understand.
Yep. Forge a signature. There we go. That's the word.
Like a dwarf.
Yeah. Or our Calibrimbar, the creator of the ring.
Hmm. I thought he just received the ring.
Nope.
No?
Totally made them all, and then fused his spirit with a ranger from Gondor who had some orc nemesis. And then there was a second game, and Shelob got the ring, the new ring. They made a new ring.
That seems unwise.
Yeah.
I did not know this was all canon.
Totally canon. Straight from Tolkien's mouth.
Which Tolkien?
Exactly.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Hey. So, yeah. Interact.
Interact.
Envelope. Yeah. Interfacing?
Let's save. Let's save scum this one because I want my gun.
Oh, we can even just mail it without.
Oh, really?
I think so. I think we can. I'm not sure.
Wait, do we have... Is anything hurting our interfacing?
I don't think so. I think we're spec'd for this right now.
All right, let's do it then.
Can always do more drugs.
Oof.
Whoa. Reload?
What have I done? It appears you have drawn a line instead of a signature. A puny line. Looks like the late stages of dementia. Have I ruined the document? No, it's just a line. Forgery obviously isn't your strong suit. Sorry for suggesting it. If you get someone to actually sign this, it should be fine. Well, I guess we'll just have to do it normally.
I think we can mail it without getting both signatures.
I want to shave, but I think it'll look awful. Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you forever on Ferrotape.
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash. The bang. The endless learning experience.
Let's go into
On
eternity.
and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising. Rising. Above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time. The last time. The smoke in her mouth. The potted flowers. The faces turning, changing.
It's the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this ship.
The rain, the snow. I don't want to. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop. Whirling. Spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister. A ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
I am an agent of the
You'll
world.
go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
Solving your little crossword puzzle. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off your lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
But why though?
Only love can break your heart. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the city. Go.
I would call that a good night.
Yeah,
Damn it, why did we sleep in this chair?
but we were in the bed.
Sleepwalking. Need encyclopedia for that one?
Yeah.
Are you going to shave?
Are we a new man? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Morning, Kim.
Yes?
All right. So we want to head back up and look at the,
Boardwalk, yeah.
yeah. Wait, actually, is there stuff over here?
There's people.
People are like things.
Oh wait, no, they're not there right now. Huh.
Their
Guess
money
they
is,
just
though.
left some money. Wow.
That was nice of them.
Yeah.
What's this?
It's blocked off.
Oh.
Ooh, got an orb.
Oh,
Ooh, bird.
Burb. Broken pipe. Wait, that's where the thing is stuffed.
Potentially.
Oh, who's this?
And Mikhail, notice the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with. You, officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinaise. I'm Trant Heidelstadt. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Nice to meet you.
Hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Jan Karp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
He's just making up fancy words. This doesn't mean anything. You and Kim know each other. Wait, hold on.
Yes. So, Mikhail, they had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago, so they didn't have windows on the south wall.
Do you remember Ion Storm?
The company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember reading an autopsy of that company and about their offices, which they famously rented this penthouse floor for their office space, with a big domed glass ceiling that apparently made working in it impossible during the day, because it was just light shining on their CRT monitors.
You know those gardening hats?
Yeah.
With the big brim. I've seen people employ that.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people
pieces of cardboard folded around.
Cardboard.
Yeah.
Or
hoods.
those flash photographer hoods.
Right.
Around the monitor. I really I saw a documentary about Pixar, and they had art caves.
Really?
Which was ideal.
Huh. So you and Kim know each other?
I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
The child... He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching to his worm-themed coloring book.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately. But I assume you're not here for giant worms, when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother, you feel it, but why? Looking for a suspect? No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here. He pats his son's head. So you haven't seen anyone around? No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway. There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off. So what's so fascinating about this old building? Aha! But it's not just any old empty building. He raises his hand to his eyes, all springtime sun warming his handsome face. All four of you turn to admire the mural before you. What not a lot of people know is, this used to be the R&D department of Feld Electrical, and Feld, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom. Hold on, what's R&D? Oh god, we're so bad at encyclopedia. It looks old and weathered with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill. What's an R&D department? Apologies. It's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore. He smiles brightly, lines around his eyes. You're probably more familiar with RTD, research and technological development. Don't think I've ever heard of it. It's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. He adjusts his suit's jacket. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. He gestures toward the building. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve. He grins. I'm mixing my metaphor here. What was the ace? It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building that they developed prototypes for. He pauses for effect. A tape computer. A tape computer. An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution, revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bringing them to the average consumer. This, which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Ream, ICN, and ZAM haven't achieved yet. He grins, admiring the sentence he just produced. What happened? Indeed, what? The revolution. The boy wipes his nose on his sleeve. He nods. Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made to the market. Veld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes, possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins. He pauses, pointing to the other buildings, and continues. All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for the middle managers. Feld built this side of town for R&D. They built this boardwalk? Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war. A pleasure wheel? The lieutenant looks wistfully at the horizon as if picturing gondolas rising to the sky. Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory, it's clear he would prefer if there were a big wheel lighting up the coast. Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics, but history had other plans. What happened to them all? Oh, I'm afraid that it didn't end well for the boys. He smiles again as if somehow personally responsible for this bleak turn of events. But the story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers... Tell me about tape computers. They use them for military communications, he says while his son looks up, idly chewing on the corner of a worm-themed coloring book, but also to write and send out press releases, the most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars. What was that? What's the March Decree? I mean, the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02?
Yeah, that.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album Bon Baiser d'Insuline. You should pick it. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. He looks at his son, who starts giggling, his face hidden behind the book. Or, well, tried to. Someone was a bit too interested in worms to be paying any attention. The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion. How'd they work? Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like, but word has it they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware. He raises his finger, remembering something. 10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dompty Dom Center in Vredefort Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had a lengthy discussion with Paul Ackerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy just joined the team. Trying to... Wait, did he just say Wompty Dompty Dom Center? He did it. He said Wompty Dompty Dom Center like it's the most natural thing in the world. Okay, Wompty Dompty Dom Center. Paul Ackerman, Keith and Gary Juice. What are you talking about? The Wompty Dompty Dom Center for Contemporary Arts. There it is again, those words. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ackerman, chose to... Come on, there's no place called the Wompty Dompty Center of Arts. Actually, I think there is. He pauses. No, it's too much. He's joking. In fact, I'm not. The Wompty Dompty Dom Center, he says casually, is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition/contemporary art research center. He clears his throat. But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing, made of black film and folding tape structures. Cool. Very, very cool, he agrees. Though I understood the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The Feld playback experiment vanished into the fires of 07. The Feld playback experiment? Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the Feld playback experience, but those are incorrect. Why did they destroy it? Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now, all three versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside the building. He takes a step back, the boardwalk creaks mournfully in the wind. Feld building?
Yeah.
Oh. Nope. I'm not asking him for money in front of his son.
Not today, at least.
Hmm.
Right, our breakthrough.
Ooh. One more door. There is no way to open the supply depot door. Accept it. You cannot open all the doors. You have to integrate this into your character. Some doors will remain forever closed, even if every single other door will open at one time or another, maybe to a key, or maybe to some sort of tool meant for opening doors. But this one will never accede to such commands. A realization crucial to personal growth. Crucial. Ooh.
And then there's the thought we unlocked for the Wompty Dumpty Dom Center.
Ooh. It's Wednesday evening and something heinously exciting is underway. People have gathered beneath the billowing roof of an oddly shaped trophy building, sipping wine and exchanging opinions. 29-year-old Wonder Twins Guy and Keith Juiced are the stars of the show, with their bomber jackets and white sneakers, head curators of this art exhibition. It's the Wompty Dumpty Dommiest event of the year, and all the cool kids have RSVP'd. Where are you, if not there? Interesting. Yeah, I don't like this one. Mine is one half-light.
We can forget. It already unlocked the checks that it was going to. I think those stay unlocked if we forget it.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it relocks. I also don't know which ones it unlocked, but yeah.
Well, we could just... Alright, let's... Do we have any more perception stuff?
Froggy visor, boots.
I think that's everything.
I think that's everything. Everything that helps us. Ah, yes, the poop jacket.
A filthy rag has been at the mercy of the elements for quite some time. It's streaked with seagull shit and abnormally stiff from God knows what natural processes. You can't even tell what brand it is. As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching noise. How did this jacket get so filthy? It's a sordid and filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach? Let's think about it. It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it. It smells like a dead sea creature tangled in gray strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore. Gross. Sure, why did you think about it? Look at your hands, they're covered in muck. Ew, ew, ew. Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out. Oh no. Oh no! Well, why did I fondle the shit jacket again? There is no why. Let's just put it away then. Can we wear it?
Not yet.
More money! Ah, good. The body's gone.
Yeah. I think we just have to walk to the end. Maybe?
Aha.
No?
No?
No, that's murder stuff. Dead body things, you know. Does our map doesn't show where the double prime lives. I thought it was that landing.
Yeah.
And we already walked around where Mikhail and Trant were.
Right. The boardwalk check isn't actually on the boardwalk, says chat.
Don't remember where it is, though.
Not actually on the boardwalk.
Maybe it's around where Morel was?
Maybe. Like, you would want to be able to see the whirling.
Yeah.
It's not out here.
Seagull.
Mind you of anybody? Me? No one comes to mind. You and the seagull are just alike. Think about the seagull's story. It's one of endurance and adaptation. The seaside was paradise once. They were birds of that paradise. Then their paradise became shit city. And what did they do? They became urban survivors, eating burgers out of trash cans, killing and eating pigeons. No time for that sentimental bullshit. They're hustlers getting shit done. They're one pair of track pants away from gangsters, just like you. I guess I am a bit like the seagull. But what if I'm a romantic? Fucking right. Interesting. Hold on, have I ever eaten a burger out of the trash? You have. The body remembers. Well, then I guess I am a bit like the seagull. Exactly. The seagull does what it takes, and so do you. You've got that same spirit in you. When the time comes, you'll push yourself.
Sweet. Thank you, Brain.
I appreciate that, Brain. Consider the seagull. Actually, they're not properly called seagulls. This one is a gull. There's money up there.
Yes. $50 monies.
Decadent.
I've honestly not lived anywhere where there's not seagulls.
We even had them in the middle of the province.
They have them in Alberta, like
Yeah.
landlocked on the other side of the mountains.
Where they call the ocean tidewater. Ooh, what are you? You're a can.
A can. Money!
Money! What are you?
Stairs in the building. You know, normal stuff.
Can we visual calculize now that we know it was the engineers who were murdered?
Maybe. No. Don't know why that is still there.
I wish I know what to look for here. We'd already been through here.
You can try consulting Shivers again on the Feld window.
Alright, Shivers. Do I have any Shivers clothing?
Aha!
Which one's Half-Light again? Half-Light is like, survival?
Yeah. Perfect.
Perfect. I'm ready to communicate with the city.
It's the mural.
Ooh. Suddenly, there's a sigh carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it. Where does it go? In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away. She's down there. I think she's down there below the building. Okay, why? I've looked everywhere else. Right, he shrugs. How do we get in there? The doors are on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically. There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps you can climb them. Perhaps you can climb them. We're not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old and I plan to live to see 70. Kim, you're 43? There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails. All right. Savoir faire.
Yep. Not those shoes. Hey!
Hey!
Ah, pants. Oh,
No,
minus.
penalty.
Damn it!
Pants too tight.
Pants too itchy. Speed?
I mean, it's right there in the name, isn't it?
Right? Is that the one that... Yeah, Motorix. Just get a little...
I'm just
something.
gonna...
Just to... Kim, avert your eyes.
Child? Wanna see a dead body? $180 seems about right.
190, I'm a giant.
Okay. But still, the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder instead? What if you were to do something more subtle? What if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder? Astral projection. Be open-minded about this. What if I don't climb? What if I just teleport? Lieutenant stares at you, stone-faced. Teleportation is not a thing. I want her to try. Come on, Kim, where's your adventurous spirit? This has really nothing to do with adventure. We're dealing with basic physics here. It won't hurt to try. Oh yes, it could hurt. It could hurt a lot. Who's Tiago again?
Crabman.
Oh, right. All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to do is... Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle! It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear, your atoms fading out of existence. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement. Don't gloat. Don't act like you've been in the end zone 1,000 times before. You know, for the record, you didn't teleport there. You just climbed the ladder with your eyes closed. The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly, you hear, "Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring without backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding there."
All right, I think that's time for us to end it for the day.
All right.
Yeah.
We've left Kim safely on the ground.
I mean, teleporting 2 people is risky. You might get a little accident.
It's true. It's true. You don't want to telefrag our partner. Mm-hmm. Look at us. We're beautiful. Actually, I want to know what the armor looks like.
Can't get rid of that speed.
Yeah, no, the speed is stuck in our hand. It's very strange.
Or is it very right?
These mercenaries are going to kill us. They're going to kill us and they're going to eat us.
So, I would like to thank Aurelian2773, who subscribed for 38 months. Wanted to pop in to say hi. Can't wait to watch the VOD of this when I smack myself into actually playing this amazing game.
Dialogues82 came back for the 47th month. Thank you.
E-Block gave us 500 bits. Detective in need of assistance on the dance floor.
Mirrorhead just subbed. Thank you very much.
Kim Kitsuragi just subscribed. Thanks to Games and Ink. Thank you.
Miss Temperance came back for the 37th month. Thank you.
Denny McGee, 51 months.
Vingris, subscribe for the 6th month. Nothing bad can happen now.
Ordsmed, just subscribed. Welcome to the channel.
Squickster came back for the 33rd month. Thank you.
Chef Steven subscribed for 61 months.
Coop Dog came back, or Coop Dog 22 came back for the 28th month. Thank you.
Saya Origaya, 25 months.
Pat Bayer sub for the 2nd month. Great use of my Prime coin. Thank you.
Just a quick reminder that at PAX East, I'll be on a panel with Pat Bear Saturday, 6 p.m. in the Condor Theater, talking about anime. And also Ben will be there, and also Jacob will be there. So if you're in Boston by any chance, on Saturday, just stop on by.
Saker Blue.
Right. Reptile Brain just subscribed, thanks to the Maricat.
Limbic Logic just subscribed, thanks to the Maricat.
The Voices just subscribed, thanks to the Maricat.
Eureka's wife has just come back for the 3rd month, saying yee and also ha.
Mike the Tyke 221, 8 months. Frick yeah, gamers, thanks for being wonderful people that you are. Much love.
Aw. Xanto69 came back, or gave us 50 bits. Bits.
Dr. Bobner Awesome, 33 months. That's a palindrome.
Ooh. Harry the Wizard is a brand new sub, courtesy of the Maricat. Thank you.
My name is
My name is Zai.
57 months. Welcome back. That's it.
All right. Well, Adam has decided to push through and conquer Persona 5 today. And we believe in him. He's apparently on the home stretch now.
Mm-hmm. He says he'll get it done.
Wait, has Adam beaten Persona 5 before we've beaten Disco Elysium?
Have we been playing the same amount of time? Huh. Well, bye.